Alright, we got some gameplay video of the Bisante as well to match the gsor. Friend Czech here's in the match again in the platoon. As you can see, there's a lot of the new gsors and Bisantes on the map. We decide here it's Karelia, and we figured, what the heck, let's go north, have some fun up there. This is a gun depression tank, so I mean, you got to read the map right. I mean, getting down below down there, that's not exactly the best hold down situation, so we decide to take the one line and see what we can do up there with those little gun depression spots. We already know we have one heavy coming our way, so we'll see how that plays out. We've got some support though. TD's behind us. You can see it drags a bit going up the hill, but overall it's pretty mobile. I mean, it's you got to play it like a medium slash heavy tank. That's one mistake we made, was thinking to play it like a serious heavy right off the bat. But I mean, it is great. It's a hold down monster. I think it's incredible and to the point of almost being OP. I think it very close or possibly the best tier 8 heavy in the game now. Which a lot of people are upset for because obviously loot boxes, right? So Czech and I are communicating in here how one has to go low, one has to go high off the bat. I started with some HG by a complete, I don't know what the thought process was there. So I ended up having to switch that pretty early. I might have been thinking that I could pick off a scout, or I might have been thinking about the brass earlier than I saw. I don't know, but at any rate, not exactly what you wanted in your clip at this time. But we're getting our shots back. So you can see we got a scout flanking. We're yelling this out right now on TeamSpeak. Scout, scout, scout. He's flanking, so we're going to get a couple shots. So if you can see this here, this is pretty great. And I've auto-locked him, so this is actually impressive that this hits 2 shots on a scout. Because, I mean, auto-locking isn't the most successful of all features. You can see the bouncing. Even on the side there, we're getting some blocks. And all we're doing here now is trying to keep these off us. You know, we've got the TD, so that gives us the extra pressure, and we just want to represent that we're more loaded than we are. You always want to try to represent that with auto loaders or auto reloaders. You don't want to just completely flee, because that's when you get pushed. You want to kind of try and represent that you have at least one in the clip, so they know at the bare minimum they're taking an exchange. I got to start reworking things here, because obviously this T26E5 is starting to work me here, and he's doing well. He's got that incredible rate of fire. And he blocks mine. Had to expose a little further to get the pen that I wanted. I'm going to save that shot rather than exposing and taking a hit, because he's only got like a 6-second reload, or maybe even less if he's got the right equipment. So Czech and I are talking about now about taking out the 274A, so we start adjusting because this guy's coming around. We know we've got the TDs covering our back, so we decide, okay, let's start making a northern play here. Czech just goes ham in and gives her. He gets the kill on that though, so I switch it up, and I'm going to try to take the pressure off him on these guys here. We're going to try to take out the Patriot first. He's a one-shot. Czech is really low now. So here's what we're communicating here. Artie's fired once. We want to get this other tank out of the way, and then we're kind of yelling to each other right now in panic, like, get to the rock after this, get to the rock. So we're like deciding to make it over there really quickly after this, so we don't take any additional Artie fire. It's always a good idea when you're done with this area. If you know Artie's reloading but their shot is coming soon, try to get it, put something in your way between them. Like you can see what we both do here. We both come in and hug the rock now, just to avoid that Artie taking that pot shot at the end here and getting that. The other thing we've communicated here now is we looked at the map, and you can see that there's only one heavy holding off the south now, and the medium's basically in the middle, so we've decided we got to go back and get the reset. I try to ask the team to keep pressing the base, and hopefully it works. You can see the scout's going to keep going there and such, right? Czech's really low, so he's kind of, you know, back and forth on what he wants to do right now. I think our only chance right now is getting back and securing cap. So I'm heading, and you can see the mobility of the tank. I mean, you got to remember it's a heavy tank. So I've communicated to Artie here, ask him, and he said, okay, good stuff. You like to see that. I mean, you know, a lot of us are toxic and we don't work well together. I've done it myself too and been toxic, and I mean, but in this match so far, everyone's communicating well. Now their Bisante is pressuring our Super P, but I'm thinking we're going to be having targets here soon, and as you'll see very shortly, that's true, because I mean, clearly they're going to try to come in and cap. They got pressure up north. They know that they're going to come in here and try to secure a cap situation. But we've got Artie, we've got TDs, we've got everything. So we're not necessarily looking for a full push, but more just to light and bait their tanks in. Because, you know, we know we're in a more safe situation now, because our scout, even though he paid for it, he took out their Artie, which gives us an incredible advantage. Now, you're going to see here, I take quick shots here and just believe in the pen, but I mean, it was very poor shots. No excuse for not penning an ISU like that. That's just probably me being a little bit nervous about that big gun being in front of me there and wiping the rest of my HP out in one shot. So I'm going to play this here as more of a bait situation. I just want to bring these guys into my tanks so that they can shoot. Now, I lost my platoon mate here, and I'm going to take one for this, but we'll absorb that, and we absorb another. As you can see, the armor working on this tank, I mean, it's incredible. When you get in a hold down position like that, the armor is just incredible. So I'm thinking I got to play these guys up here, and hopefully my Artie or the TD will cover me on this GSOR, because I got to start thinking about resets. The GSR, we know, is still reloading here, so I know I could pull out, but then I could take a hit from the other one. So knowing that he's got that 40-second reload, I decided, okay, I've got to get these resets quicker, so I have to work and shut down the ISU. Which, there we go, now we got a bunch of time. We know we have the other tank, but we've got Artie and a TD there, so we're hoping someone might get the reset if we can get it lit for them. So I got 30 seconds to play, and this is where, in my opinion, the GSR makes a mistake. He pulled out like that, and we shut him down. I just think that was a complete error there. I think he was holding nicely, and he should have engaged. Now this guy's going to leave the cap, which is great for me because I'm hold down here. I can play this. I immediately know I have to escape from this situation because he's pressuring, and I'm like, okay, this guy's going to shatter me here if I don't go hide like a coward. And there you go. A little bit of hiding, and it worked out. Thanks to our excellent teammates we had this match. Now we've looked at the tanks that we had there and seen what they've got available. I see the super Pershings down here, so my thought is, originally I was thinking about coming, you know, towards the mid, or the north even, but then with the Super P down there, I'm thinking these guys might be coming south. You can see the last known positions. Heck with it, let's go help the Super P out. And still, again, you see it picking up speed. I mean, it's not bad. We're on a bit of an incline there, so we're climbing up. I mean, the tank, in my opinion, has excellent mobility for a heavy. I know some people are complaining about the engine power, etc., blah, blah, blah. None of that. I think it's excellent. This thing's, for a heavy tank, I mean, it drives more like some of the slower mediums. So now we know we got the GSR there. He's 1200 HP, which we can't clip fully, so unfortunately, the Super P, I don't understand the play that was made. I came to help him, and I'm kind of frustrated right now. I was a little bit pissed off there, not going to lie. I was just kind of like, well, why would you do that? I came here to help him, and he just drives out in the middle, right? So I have to outplay this guy now. He's got 1200 HP, so this is where you have to play these kind of auto reloaders like this. My thought process, and we're talking about this in TS, is, okay, I can't clip this guy. He's 1200 HP. I could maybe clip him and ram him, but the other effect is, well, what if I just shoot him? I think he's reloading because he took the other guy out, and he wasn't lit for a while, so I think, you know, I play it like I would think of the tank. I would actually be reloading for that. So I wait here. I'm going to go and ram him, but I'm waiting for my third shot because I don't want to even risk that I roll low, right? So in that situation, there you go. We did get a couple high rolls, but, I mean, why risk it, right? I got the full clip thinking he was reloading, and there we go. We're at 4200 damage. And now I'm concerned I might get flanked because the T-34 hasn't been lit in a long time, and I think he's either taking the hill or he's coming down behind me. And as you can see here, I'm getting all excited now, like, oh, I might get myself a couple kills. Maybe I can get up to 5k damage. Who knows? This guy's got no HP. So I'm pretty confident I can outplay this guy right now here, and if he comes around, I've got him. And then I end up here getting the outplay myself here, and I can't get around quick enough. Here comes the RHM. I get forward enough. I thought I had it, but I just don't have that gun to first speed, and he gets me, shuts me down. So, damn. I was hoping, you know, I figure with the all the HP, but my team carries it out for me, and they shut it down, and this ends up being a nice early ace tanker in this tank. A little over 4k damage. 1,500 blocked, as you can see, and over 1,000 spotting. So it ended up being an ace tanker.